Hey, how's it going? It's Rocky. Happy Friday. It's about 15 minutes since the US market closed, and I tell you, this market has been pretty frustrating. And let me just go through a quick overview of what the market looks like just from a bird's eye view. And let me do that with Thinkorswim. And let's see, let's just do the full screen. I'll do a full screen on the tick-based chart. Just give me a sec. And I'm just gonna zoom out and what that looks like for today. So yellow line is when the market closed yesterday, and after the EU market, which you can see here, I actually took a bad trade on my EVAL. It proceeded to drop from a close of 34,536 to 34,328, so that's a low. And from 328, it was able to manage to recover up to 660, so at least 300-ish points, and still a little bit of dip. So it's definitely, if you're long and you had to go through that drawdown, it was definitely pretty scary. So I just want to go through what happened on the news today. Basically, NASDAQ, as you can see here, it fell 4 days in a row, longest losing streak in December. Dow at one point was gonna have its worst week since March, and in general, just I don't know what's going on. I guess the people have been pretty bullish with the recession coming, and now maybe people are actually scared now. And we got the Jackson Hole Symposium coming up, where Jerome Powell and a lot of the central banks from around the world are going to meet. So expect a pretty volatile week next week. Just for my performance on my live account, I was able to recover. Well, this one I'm swinging until next month, hopefully, as it lets me, because now I'm on a margin call. We got recovered $537.50 on it, but we get about 7.3 more thousand to get through to be able to get to break even on my live account. And really, that's the main reason why I started doing the eval for Apex. So this is what I chose. No affiliate links, because I do want to prove this out and see if I can pass the PA, which is the performance account, and then get a payout. And then at that point, I want to do a quick summary of my entire experience, and if it's a really good match, then I'll do an affiliate for it, and appreciate your help on it if you find value on actually using Apex as well. The one that I'm using is the 50K, which is up to 10 E-mini, so which is pretty amazing, right? Because the E-mini for YM is 8,800, so in reality that's about 80,800 for this 50K full that you can use. But I think if you're a beginner, that's when you get in trouble if you try to trade the maximum, and really you should be trading only up to 2, maybe 3 E-minis, because that's all you really need, maybe even 1 E-mini to get to a 3,000 profit goal, because you could lose it really quick, which actually happened to me. Unfortunately, for the newer 50K account that I have, I actually had to reset it, and to reset an account, it's another $100 to pay. I call it as a investment, but they have a 50% off, so I had to reset that, and I'll go through how that one is doing. And then my newer static account, so my account number 4, unfortunately this one, after, I also blew it up last night, so I had to reset this morning, so I paid a total of another $50, so total $100. And unfortunately, with the drawdown of 625 and me being careless and not wanting to exit on a trade, and I'll show you exactly what happened, unfortunately this one blew up and I did not reset it. So I'll just bring NinjaTrader here so we can go through exactly how I did and zoom in a little bit on it. So the top is a sim account, so that's not part of the eval. So what's great about NinjaTrader, like other brokerages, you can have the paper money side of it, so you can prove out your strategies or try ways of trading, or just get familiarized with the GUI, right? GUI is graphical user interface, so that's what you use, because each brokerage is a little different on how you enter the order and exit an order. So the first two accounts was the very first one that I did on day one of this journey that I have with the Apex. Right now it's day 5, and as you can see here, for the first account the goal was 2,000, so we were able to meet that. So just the next few days I'm just trading micros just to pass it and get to the PA. And again, flipping contracts is something frowned upon by Apex, but during the eval it's okay, as long as I don't do it during the performance account, because by the contract they could withhold the payment, but based on what I've read, as long as you're not doing anything shady or scamming Apex, then they will honor what that payout should be. So the second account here, this is the 50,000 account. The goal for this was to reach a $3,000 profit. So that one I've met. We're at 53,947, and again I'm just flipping micros on that on day 5. So hopefully by Wednesday next week, which is day 8, we'll already have a performance account where it becomes real money that we can trade. The problem now is the next two accounts that I did, another 50 and 100K. These two have already had to reset once, and with the first reset with the 50K, survive with about a $200 profit here. It could have been a lot better, but I'll show the charts. And then the last one here was the this one I reset and I hit the limit again. You can see there there was a drawdown of 625. The system automatically cancels out the order, stops you out. So this one I'm debating if I need to reset it or not, because it's very easy to go on tilt to go and reset, and I don't want to go into that phase, so I don't want to do that. So next, we'll open up a chart, and let's see, I'll open up the chart on the YM, and alright, we'll open this up, go to full screen. As soon as it loads, I'll go to full screen. Let's see, and alright, so I will show you where I made that mistake last night, that unfortunate mistake. And actually we'll see, since I already reset the account, I'm not sure if it'll actually show us. Give me a second. Oh, it actually is not showing my trade from last night on this chart, unfortunately. But I'll use Thinkorswim, because I've been using Thinkorswim to make my decisions on trading, and I can show you exactly what happened. So last night, basically I went long on a trade right before the market for the Europe opened, and I was actually up about 20 points, which is my goal, but I got greedy, and because of that it dropped at least, I don't know, 60 points or so. So I was stopped out on that one order, which was pretty bad. And then this morning, at another trade this morning that I'm gonna show, you see this white line here, this was my average on the trade that I made. I had an opportunity to, let me get rid of this, I had an opportunity to exit here right on when I entered, but I didn't, because I was doing revenge trading. I was like, hey, I had to reset the account, so I should make big profits. So I made an entry here that I could have exited right there, and then I had another bump here where I could have exited, but I didn't. And then this big red dump of, let's see, about 70 points. So I had two contracts of my static account, and that was enough to hit the 625 point drawdown, so that's why I lost on that one. And then the other one, my 50k, has a 2500 trailing stop on it. The thing is, I missed this top because I sort of lost confidence for the day. So this was 660, which would have been a nice profit from, from 93 to about 660. I was holding about 4 contracts. That would have been a nice profit, but I didn't exit until way later. So it's a bit profitable, and that's the number that we saw today on the upper left. That's the $88 profit that I did get on that one. But in reality, this one should have been, I don't know, at least $1,000 profit, but that is what it is. This is day 5 of our eval on Apex. Let me know what you think. Would you reset this last account where I've already reset it once or not? So let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully your eval is going well, and thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I can show you better progress next week. All right, y'all have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.